glorious celebrations for RCB winning the IPL Cup after 18 long years unfortunately turned into tragedy due to sheer mismanagement that sucked out 11 lives after a stampede broke out. It could have highly been avoided. We're going to take you through the 5 glaring lapses that led to that deadly stampede in Bengaluru. Number 1 was severe mismanagement of the crowd size. Over 3 lakh fans were allowed to come near the venue near Chinnaswamy Stadium, while the stadium itself had barely 35,000 seating capacity. There was clearly no signal, no direction, and no communication. RCB had sent out messages saying that we're going to have this victory parade. People rushed in without having an idea where to go, what to do, but they wanted to see their players. The cops clearly did not anticipate the number of people. There was no adequate reserve police or rapid action forces to manage that overflow. Number 2, lack of coordination between RCB, the event company, DNA and the government. The government, of course, now saying that RCB tried to hasten up the process because they wanted to send off the players as soon as possible. Many of the players who were foreigners wanted to leave. Therefore, they wanted to finish the felicitation ceremony at the earliest, right, the next day after the event. Though the government claims, the police claim that they advised RCB to hold the event, the victory parade, on Sunday, 2 days after. But according to the government and the police, RCB was hell-bent on going ahead with the event without any official clearance, that RCB had no written permission to carry out this event. And they ignored police advice to hold this event on Sunday, and also unilaterally announced free passes for people and fans wanting to come by Chinnaswamy to be part of the victory parade. Number 3, conflicting events and poor planning. Well, the government itself said that we did not want the event to take place immediately. We wanted it to happen on Sunday. The same government went on to organize another felicitation ceremony at the Vidhan Sauda, barely a few meters away from Chinnaswamy. Well, that led to splitting of the police forces. We saw half the police force divided right outside Vidhan Sauda, and the rest of the police force was in front of Chinnaswamy Stadium. Basically, they did not have full power and were not in full capacity to control the swelling crowds outside Chinnaswamy Stadium where the actual stampede broke out. So this confusion between 2 venues really stretched thin the police force. Clearly, this was an absolute oversight for whoever was managing crowd control strategy. And number 4, negligence in infrastructure. We hear there was a weak slab that was placed over a stormwater drain at gate number 18, and that collapsed when people were trying to jump over barricades and gates trying to enter the Chinnaswamy Stadium, because RCB said it was first come, first serve, free passes. If you get in sooner into the stadium, then you'll get a seat, whatnot. So people were really trying to barge in to get their spot inside, and we hear it through the back entrance. While some of them tried to enter, they jumped onto the stormwater drain, and that slab, a loose slab, collapsed out of pressure. Now, that apart, there wasn't proper emergency exits. There was no medical response, and ambulances were far and few. There were hardly any medical camps. Usually when a match happens along Chinnaswamy Stadium, there are medical teams that are deployed at every gate. Multiple ambulances also in place. But well, it was not a match day, but it was a victory parade. You should have anticipated a larger crowd, much more than what a match day would be. So clearly, to match up to the swelling crowds, there was no medical help, no disaster teams or preparedness that was put in place. And number 5, misinformation that was left unchecked. There were claims that free passes was being issued at gate number 7, and none of them countered it. There was really no real-time monitoring of fake news. People tried to rush to gate number 7. That was another chaos that erupted at that point. Then there were also claims that passes are being sold. So again, there was confusion on which gate to go to. So people were moving about and they were trying to jump over barricades to get to these counters first. That eventually led to this panic. And the most glaring part is that there were no drones and technological tools to actually live monitor those swelling crowds. Whatever that mechanism was used outside Vidhan Sauda, because the CM, governor, and you had all the high profile people at Vidhan Sauda. All the police machinery was concentrated there. When the actual parade moved towards Chinnaswamy Stadium for the next felicitation, it seems like the police lost focus. So clearly here, all stakeholders are to be blamed. The government, the RCB owners, and the DNA event managing company. All 3 of them collectively have failed people. Public safety was clearly overlooked because they wanted to get done with the felicitation event, because they wanted to send off their players who were foreigners wanting to travel to their own countries. Because they wanted to send them off early on, they wanted to get done with this as soon as possible. So it really looked to me as if optics was more important to them than public safety.